Hello, YouTube viewers. Today is July 3rd. It is 1:25 p.m. The temperature is 95 degrees, so it's a hot one. Today I'm going to be taking you on a road trip on Buford Highway. I'm going to be driving the whole extended length of Buford Highway, which starts in Midtown Atlanta and goes all the way out to Buford, Georgia. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I did another video where did Peachtree Industrial earlier, which is similar, but this time is Buford Highway. So just enjoy the ride.
So this is Buford Highway?
Yeah.
Okay. And Buford Highway, it starts in Midtown, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's Midtown area.
Okay.
Kind of Midtown, Buckhead-ish, like right there on the border between Midtown and Buckhead, because this is Lennox Road up here.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's like a little back here. You see, as you can see, it's a little hectic back there. Where
Yeah.
it starts off that access road. That's where it starts. So, and then it starts right around here at Lennox Road.
Okay. Buford Highway is probably one of the most busiest corridors in Metro Atlanta because it connects to it connects through what, 3 counties?
Yeah, we're starting right now. We're in Fulton, and it's going to go through DeKalb, which is going to about to cross over soon, and then through Gwinnett, and it ends. Buford Highway ends right at the Hall County border.
And if you are,
as you can see up here, I'm going to cut you off, but up here is DeKalb County. So it's like, it's DeKalb. So it starts like almost on the Fulton County, DeKalb County border.
And I remember that place. I'm sorry, they had some authentic Mexican food at that restaurant. I went there first in the late 90s. But so if you live in Metro Atlanta, or if you're thinking about moving to Metro Atlanta or visit the area, Buford Highway, it's a very it runs through very diverse communities in the city.
Yeah.
So they have in DeKalb County, which is one of the most diverse areas in actually the country, because they have so many nationalities. It's actually called the International Village District, and that is a big part of Buford Highway. So yeah, if you're visiting, you definitely want to visit. And most places that highlight things about Atlanta, they always, they make a stop at Buford Highway because it's a very popular corridor or very popular highway. Yeah,
and this part right here is where you have it's more the diversity. You got I think over here is like she said international, but right in this section right here is predominantly Hispanic. You have some black people here too.
Yeah, you do. We just passed and a lot of the businesses, they cater to it because it's so ethnically diverse. You got a black Rock City South is a black restaurant. You have a lot of black-owned restaurant, and they specialize in soul food. And then you have a lot of you have some Mexican restaurants like right next door. You have Korean restaurant in the neighborhood. So this is probably one of the most ethnic, diverse, areas in Atlanta. The DeKalb County part of Buford Highway,
right.
Because remember, it starts in Fulton, it goes through DeKalb, and I believe most of it is in DeKalb. And then it also goes through Gwinnett County, and you'll see that, which is also diverse. So yeah, I didn't realize how Buford Highway was like that. So so popular, and it's very, very busy.
Yeah,
I would be honest.
It extends through the entire length of it goes through the cab like in the northeast direction.
Yeah.
And I think it goes through the entire Gwinnett County. So I think most of the length is through Gwinnett.
There is the Taco Bell. If you've been watching the news lately, and we won't be talking about politics a lot because I just don't want to get into that. But if you're watching the news lately, there have been many protests, ICE protests in the city, and a lot of those protests from Atlanta was on Buford Highway.
It took place right on Buford Highway.
We just passed it, right here on Buford Highway. So
Yo, is this area right here, this section?
Just past that Taco Bell back there.
Oh, where it took place at?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought it was down there near Dorville, Chambly.
They had a couple of them, but the latest one, where the media personnel was arrested, that was right on Buford Highway, right in that Taco Bell that we passed. I was like, you cannot make this stuff up. I thought it was crazy. But yes, so Buford Highway is like the hub for, it's just a very ethnically diverse area, and huge Hispanic population here. And it's been that way for a long time. I'm from Atlanta, born and raised in the 70s, and I remember growing up, Buford Highway, that was, it was just the diversity of Buford Highway. I want to say maybe towards the mid-80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got just always being international.
Yep. I mean, having a, it started to develop as a popular community for Hispanics in Atlanta.
I don't know if you saw that plane. There's a plane way up there.
Mm-hmm.
The plane was coming down. It's at
the Cab Airport.
Yeah, the Cab Peachtree Airport. Is that what it's called?
Yep. We have two airports, Hartsfield, Atlanta, which is the most popular airport in the country, maybe even the world,
busiest.
Because busiest. So many people. If you're going places, a lot of times you are stopping at Hartsfield International Airport, but Atlanta also has another airport, and it's in DeKalb County.
Cab Peachtree.
Mm-hmm. You have a lot of businesses here on Buford Highway.
Claremont.
So I know it goes to Buford, Georgia, so I'm assuming that's how it got its name.
Yeah, it's Buford Highway. It of course, it extends into Buford, Georgia, where it actually ends in Buford. So you can take this street all the way out to Buford, all the way out to the Mall of Georgia without getting on the highway.
Toyota Mall. Is it still called Toyota Mall of Georgia?
I don't think so.
And just FYI, I just learned, reading some stuff, it says Creative Lofton. And Creative Lofton it's a popular Atlanta-based publishing company, and they specialize, or they focus on arts and culture, entertainment, and stuff like that in Atlanta. They actually named Buford Highway, it was named Atlanta's best neighborhood for diversity in 2012. So that was over a decade ago. And the population along the corridor, it exceeds 50,000. So that's not a lot of people, but again, Buford Highway is very, very popular with businesses also. So, check. But being from here, I don't like to drive. I do not like Buford Highway, but because I don't get on the interstate a lot, it's so beneficial because it connects me to downtown.
Yeah, it does. One of the arteries you can take from out in suburbia all the way to downtown.
Yeah.
But I get on it because the interstates here is kind of treacherous, can be.
Mm-hmm.
But these people driving around the Atlanta area is kind of crazy.
Yep. So if you like me and like to take, the street way to places, and if you live in places like Duluth or some places in DeKalb County, you can just hop on Buford Highway and it will get you downtown, get you to Midtown, get you to Buckhead, without having to get on the interstates.
Right. This big section so far, we're still in DeKalb County, but this big stretch of Buford Highway, I think until you get, I think Dorville too is predominantly Hispanic. Up in here. They go to CDC over there.
Center for Disease Control and Prevention, right here in Atlanta.
I hope no viruses escape out of their place.
you have two very important businesses as far as community based, and oftentimes I'm going to talk about community because I work in a community, but you have two community institutions here. You have the CDC, which is Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and you have the Latin American Association, which is on Buford Highway also. And I know it says Latin American Association, but they actually are very important to the community because they serve all types of social services that you can get out of that building. So they don't just help that population, but they were created to serve, make sure that population had resources. So those are two important businesses as far as community based that's on Buford Highway.
And yeah, as we start getting further and further down this way, I'm noticing we're starting to see some Asian businesses. So they're starting to blend, starting getting more into the Asian population as you go further up towards Chambly and Doraville.
Yeah, and they have I don't know if it's called there is an organization that serves the Asian community, and it's actually on Buford Highway near Druid Hills. Is Druid Hills off of Buford Highway?
Druid Hills off of Buford Highway. I think it's not. I think if it is, it's back further down that way.
Yeah.
It came from.
Okay.
I don't think it is off of. I think it's I think Lennox Road.
Okay. Yep. So that's a yep, those are two. You have the Buford Highway Business Alliance that supports the many businesses. You have, not only is the area diverse.
It's Doraville right here.
Yeah, we're in Doraville now. Welcome to Doraville.
So we I think Buford Highway doesn't go through. I guess it doesn't go through Chambly.
It does. A little stretch of it goes through Chambly.
Okay.
Yep.
I know more Peachtree Industrial go through Chambly.
Yep, there is some parts that go through Chambly. But what I was mentioning, if you're watching this and you are possibly considering even having a business in Metro Atlanta, or you may want a business on Buford Highway, they have a really good business association collaborative that are very supportive. I'm very familiar with the Buford Highway Business Association, so that you consider this area or this corridor for support with your business.
Up there already.
Yep. And we're about to come into Chambly. It's just a little, we're gonna pass Chambly.
No, Doraville's north of Chambly. Like you said, we probably passed through a little section of it.
I hear a motorcycle.
No, you hear that Nissan 380Z.
Oh wow, I thought it was a motorcycle.
No, it's a motorcycle.
That's kind of scary.
I don't see why I don't know, man. It's just each his own. I see some people just like having their car so noisy like that.
Oh, it's this car.
Yeah, that 380Z right there, that Nissan.
Okay. Oh, he is annoying.
Just speed up and get away.
Yeah, he's annoying.
Go far down there. Look at him just cutting in and out of traffic.
Oh my goodness. So this is entering into, well, we're still in Doraville.
Still in Doraville, still in DeKalb County. And over to the left is a Buford Highway Farmers Market with the wheel over there by that Marshall sign.
And this is one of the most popular farmers market in Atlanta. And they just, both of the popular farmers market happen to be in DeKalb County. You have DeKalb International Market, and we actually have a video about tour of that, so you can check a previous upload for that. But also the Buford Highway Farmers Market.
Yeah, I think it's number 2 in the Atlanta area.
A lot of people prefer to drive over here than that one.
I'm not no big fan of Nande Moon.
No, I was talking about international, the DeKalb, and
No, I'm just saying I like the cab and.
We didn't talk about Nande Moon. I like that. I don't like that one.
Yeah.
If you want quality fruits, vegetables, a quality farmers market, the DeKalb International Farmers Market or the Buford Highway Farmers Market.
Right. Still hear him a little bit.
Is that even legal? Well, I'm sure it's legal.
Yeah, it's legal.
It's legal. So I think some point up here, I know we're gonna cross over Chamblee.
No, we're going to Norcross.
Chamblee
back in Chamblee is south of Dorville.
Oh, so Chamblee, there's
that's
no
what
part
I'm saying.
of Buford Highway.
Right,
okay.
That's what I'm saying. There's really no part of Buford Highway that goes through Chamblee.
Okay, so up one of these streets is Chamblee.
No.
No?
No, Chamblee is in the back of south.
Yeah, but when I go to the chicken place, I come down that street and I'm over here.
You over here in Dorville.
Yeah, from Chamblee.
I think Peachtree Industrial goes all the way to both.
It does.
Buford Highway
does. I get them confused. I'm sorry. I get them confused. I do. I get them confused.
You go Tower Beer, the Tower. That's a good liquor store. I don't,
package store.
Package store, whatever. I don't drink like I used to, so I haven't been. I barely go.
Hold on, this is White Mill. We missed it, but White Mill Bakery, very popular Korean bakery in the city, and their main one is on Buford Highway. They have some really good pastries and coffee and matcha lattes.
Yeah, pretty soon up here, we're about to go into Gwinnett County in the Norcross. I don't think this Buford Highway is going to be as lengthy as the Peachtree Industrial video I did.
Peachtree Industrial goes all the way to where? Swanee?
No, go past
Buford?
No, right. It goes into Hall.
Hall County?
Yeah. Some of these people drive. Let me get from around here.
That's how I drive.
Yeah, I know. That's why we go on road trips and everything. I do most of the driving.
I think people should be careful. I know you're careful. You're a great driver. I just, sometimes maybe it's anxiety of people.
Okay, we're in Gwinnett County.
Yay! That's G's favorite county. He should be a Gwinnett County ambassador.
But not all of the county. I'm not all of it. I'm not no big fan of Norcross.
If the thing, okay. Where is the traffic coming from? There's always, traffic is always in this city. It's traffic everywhere.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, some of these people took off today because the holiday is tomorrow. And it's still kind of packed.
It used to be when there was a holiday approaching or a holiday, it was a light traffic. This is different from the old Atlanta. The new Atlanta is traffic 24/7, even at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Depends on. I guess it depends on what decade you're talking about. Then they got this. They got a Mechanicsville right here. The sign says Mechanicsville. They got, I guess, the Gwinnett Mechanicsville.
There's only one Mechanicsville community. Well, maybe it's.
But they say, I guess one I hear is it ain't unincorporated. It's unincorporated.
Well, only one that we that matters. I just kidding.
But the one that matters now is in the city of Atlanta.
It's not even called Mechanicsville anymore. It's Castleberry, pretty much.
Oh, I didn't know that. So they changed Mechanicsville. They changed it to Castleberry. Norcross, which is, I think Norcross is more predominantly Hispanic than the beginning of Buford Highway was that down near Midtown.
It's not.
You don't think so? Well, it's probably just as much.
Or maybe, but I know that was they had a heavier population. That's where it started. In Buford Highway to Cab.
And then it stopped moving out this way.
Because Gwinnett County, I used to work in Gwinnett County back in 1998, and Norcross was very prestigious. It was a very what do you call it, neighborhood, upscale neighborhood. And Buford Highway, that part of the Cab wasn't. I mean, that it wasn't.
I wonder that wing place still over to the right.
I don't know.
H-Town. Yep. Wingstown.
I won't be going there.
They got some good wings.
They probably had some good wings. Have you been lately?
Well, no, I ain't been lately. It's a special sauce they use. Yeah, coming up on Jimmy Carter up here.
Patron trucks.
Norcross city limit. Yeah, we're Norcross.
That business says Patron trucks.
Patron trucks.
I gotta find, what is that? I need to learn Spanish. El Patron truck. What is Patron? I thought Patron is something we drink.
Yeah, it is.
Uh-oh. Patron is a tequila, right?
Right, yes, it's a tequila. So it's his name. They named the trucking business after Patron. Had some Patron. Yeah, on the Norcross sign, a little colorful Norcross sign right there.
Yeah, Norcross was very upscale when I first started work. When I, back in the 90s.
I worked out here when I got to Air Force Base in the early 90s, and then, Norcross used to be a little like upscale. This has definitely changed now.
Oh, it looks like Patron means employer. I don't understand that. Owner, employer, boss. Do you think it's important to, since we're talking so much about ethnic backgrounds and in Atlanta, do you think we need to learn Spanish?
Yeah, I think we need to learn other languages too. It's to me, in my opinion, it's good to be fluent in
fluent, not affluent.
It's good to be all right, English major. You know what I mean? It's good to be fluent in different languages. You major in English. You always correct me, everybody.
Okay, I don't try to correct people in a bad way. I'm just, if you're using the words wrong, like if you're saying, you receive escalades for all of your great work, people are like, what? Escalade? That is a vehicle. That's the type of a car, a vehicle. You mean accolades? Accolades, escalade, two different things.
Okay, but you know what I mean, though.
I mean, yes, but if someone said I would like to be affluent, then okay, affluent and being fluent in different languages, two different things.
Anyway, get back to what I was saying. What you asked me. You asked me, is it good to know different languages? I think it should be person should be fluent in different languages.
Okay.
Especially if you got somebody, you know, talking about you, or call you a name, or you know, in their native language. You don't understand what the hell they saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's good to me. It's just good to know.
I agree.
Or somebody plotting on you, or saying it, or they're saying they're about to do something to you, or telling somebody about to rob you, and you all you hear is Spanish or whatever language. You don't know what they're saying.
I agree. You want to know what people are saying, but I mean, because I certainly don't care if anybody's speaking negative about me, but I do care if someone plotting against me.
Right, yeah, what I'm saying it's more important than somebody plotting against you.
So I agree. And I think it's just also if you are, you know, if you want race relations or you want relations to get better, I think it's important, you know, like Rodney King said, can we all just get along? Can we all just coexist together? But some people don't want that, you know, they don't want that.
Some people don't want that. They won't stay divided. They want everybody to stay divided. That's what they want.
I am excited. We are in the middle of the year. But yeah, as I was saying.
Yeah, we're halfway through the designation.
Yeah,
we're still in Norcross, haven't gotten to Duluth yet.
Mm-hmm. But as I was saying, yeah, you know, I think it's important to learn, to communicate. I was at the nail salon once, and it was someone came inside the salon. They didn't speak English. And the Vietnamese, my friend who owns the nail shop, she didn't speak Spanish, and they were trying to communicate through a phone or an app. So that's why I was like, you know, it would be helpful.
Yeah, I mean, you pulling up a phone and you got to go through research through this app. It's much faster to just, you know, understand what they're saying.
Yep. Especially for like if you work in law enforcement or you're a public servant or whatever, you could work at the supermarket. I mean, you should be able to communicate. So I'm thinking about maybe taking Spanish lessons so I could learn the language. So
Yeah, that's what I was telling you we need to do. It's good to know.
Yeah. I know some, like, un momento, por favor. Un momento, por favor. That means, one moment, please. I think, well, I guess I want to help you. I think that's what it means.
For real?
Un momento, por favor. Un momento, por favor.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. And I know uno means one. I know gracias. Gracias.
Thank you.
Yes. And I think that may mean thank you also in Italian.
It does?
Some of the Spanish and Italian, they have very similar or like words. So, and that's why I think some Spanish speaking language, they understand Italian. I think gracias is Spanish also. So I need to know the connection between those two.
Oh, no, I didn't know that. I do know.
Yeah.
I do know that, you know, Spain colonized Mexico and a lot of countries down there. So, of course, it only makes sense that the language is going to be Spanish.
Yeah, it says Spanish and Italian.
Get out my way. These people drive like they just got laid up their butts.
Yeah, it says Spanish and Italian are quite similar languages because they evolved from Latin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they share a degree of, you know, similarity. So I think, yeah, because I've heard someone say they speak Italian. They say they communicate often, not Italian, Spanish. One of my former business associates, and she said she understood some Italian. She spoke Spanish as a primary language.
Oh, okay.
Because they have, I think it's the patterns, and I think that that's when I study Spanish, it's about the patterns, and they have similar pronunciations. But some of their patterns, like the R sound, the C sound, G sound, I sound, E sound similar.
No, I never knew it was a connection between the Spanish and Italian language.
Yeah, so just research the cultural context of that language.
You can see we are now in Duluth.
Yes, we are in Duluth.
And the demographics is going to start changing.
Duluth is very diverse also.
Yeah, it is, but
Duluth has a large Korean American population. Yeah. The largest, I think, there's one that's larger in California, but outside of that, I believe Duluth, Georgia, is the second largest for Korean American population.
Well, what I meant by, saying like Norcross, Dorville, in the early part was predominantly Hispanic, but you still got Hispanics in Duluth too.
A lot of them,
but it's more, more Korean and got blacks and whites.
Yeah, Duluth is very diverse also, but they have their majority demographic is Korean American, and
black.
No,
white and black, and then Hispanic.
Well, that's running neck and neck.
It's Korean, white, then black, and then Hispanic.
Yeah, but it's not. They don't outnumber African Americans that much.
No, it's not that
now.
much.
I mean,
it's not that much, but I'm saying I'm just giving you the order.
Mm-hmm. But back to what we were saying about the language, Spanish and Italian, because I wasn't finished talking about that. Some of the words do sound the same, so I have the words. So, like Italian, they may say "si," yes or no. That word "si" is the same. Uno, casa. In Spanish, casa means house. It means house also in Italian. Augusto, August, the month of August, a very special month for us. It's the same in Spanish and Italian.
August means what again?
Augusto
means August.
Yeah, I think it means hotel too. I think it has a dual meaning. I'm gonna look that up. So I think that was interesting to me. Yeah, that was interesting. So casa, mi casa, su casa. So I guess, and that can mean hotel, and home, like your home. So I guess that's where did that come from? Spanish or Italian? Mi casa, su casa. Where did it come from?
So mi casa is Spanish. What's the other one you said?
No, mi casa, su casa. I don't know. That means my house is your house, but I want to know. I was wondering the origins of that. Augusto, no, that doesn't mean house. That means August. It means August in Spanish and Italian. Casa, like mi casa, you su casa, whatever. That means house or hotel in Spanish or Italian. So they share similarities.
Has a lot of things they do for the community, for the residents in Duluth, like the Duluth Fall Festival and a lot of.
Yes.
And that's why we're gonna be moving back out here.
Excited. Casa Duluth. Buford Highway. We're just in Gwinnett County, heading towards Buford, Georgia.
Old Peachtree Road.
And soon we will be in this Buford Highway City in Swanee, I think.
Yeah, Swanee's next.
So we've driven through Midtown. We've driven
Buckhead.
through Buckhead, Doraville, Atlanta, part of DeKalb, on Buford Highway.
Well, yeah, the first Atlanta part of Buford Highway,
Yep.
which is Buckhead area.
Doraville, and then Norcross, Duluth,
You're about to go to Swanee.
and soon we'll be in Swanee.
And down here in suburbia.
I like suburbia. So what do you guys prefer, suburbs or city living? Inner city living? Put in the comments. Nice trees. Let's save the trees, everyone, because the population is growing, and I'm afraid the trees are going to be under attack to build more space for the growing population.
They're going to be under attack. They are under attack. They keep cutting these trees down, building these subdivisions. And the crazy part is, a lot of these subdivisions they're throwing up don't even have trees in the backyard. Just a house just on a lot with sun beaming down on them, creating high electric bills in the summertime.
I can't hear you. Not hearing.
You're hearing. Sugarloaf Parkway up ahead.
Mm-hmm.
There's all these nice homes out on this street.
Nice homes everywhere.
Talk about the nice homes of Duluth.
Homes, nice homes everywhere. Home is what you make it. But this is, I like this. It's so peaceful right here. This stretch of Buford Highway. You see, it changed. It sure did change from
That's what I was telling. That's what I
a
was telling
couple
you.
blocks ago, couple cities back.
Start going to 9-7 Duluth. It's just start changing the scenery.
Look different. Scenery. And this is so peaceful. Tranquility.
Nice town, nice homes off to the side of the road. And it's clean. I used to work over there. They changed the name of it over there though.
Celebrate Independence Day tomorrow. How old is America?
It's 200 something. I can't remember the exact number. 200 some years old.
How was slavery 400? Anniversary. 1776.
Little flat camera up there. Okay, we are in Swanee.
Yay, Swanee!
Smile, you're
Swanee
Swanee.
the beautiful. Swanee the beautiful. Splendid Swanee.
You vibrate my eardrum.
Bless those splendid splendid Swanee.
Lord.
Driving to
I'm
splendid
sure.
Swanee on a sunny day in the summertime.
But right now it's probably cloudy. I'm sure all the residents of Swanee would love to hear you sing.
Yes, I would love to sing for them.
Open mic.
Yes, I would love to sing for them.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Now, why did he stop like that?
It's a motorcycle.
Oh, there's a motorcycle in front of him. These idiots. Stevie Wonder driving asses.
I'll sing you guys a song.
These people, what I tell you. That's why it's dangerous driving on the road.
But if you sing, you can get through anything.
Yeah. Singing is not going to stop people from driving like damn fools.
It could give you peace. No matter what's going on the road.
Look at that. Yeah, he calls it.
What if he's driving all the way up your highway?
I hope not.
We
still got we only halfway. I hope he's not going all the way out where we're going. Hope he just veer his ass off over there on McGinnis Ferry.
Party round. The sun come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow brings out the cobwebs and the sorrow. Come one day, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're only a day away.
Clap it is over with.
I like to sing.
There's some nice townhomes over here.
What is that? What's that?
It's called Echo Park.
Okay. New development in Swanee. We're still on Buford Highway.
Gwinnett County Schools, Swanee Center. Get myself distance from Motorcycle Man. Oh, good. Look, he's turning off the road. Thank God.
Buford Highway is, again, they call it International Corridor. It's 10 miles.
10 miles what?
It's a 10-mile stretch.
No, we've been driving a lot longer than 10 miles. 10 mile stretch in what section?
Well, no, for the cab. For the cab. For Brookhaven, Shamlin, Dorville.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, we've been driving a lot longer than 10 miles. Like this right here is like the downtown Swanee. This is also Town Green over here. These little apartments over here probably cost an arm and a leg. Probably for one bedroom. They got a lot of restaurants over here. There's a train. Town Center, Swanee. I don't know what's going on. This light is blinking back and forth red, and then after that it just went to just blank with no green. I don't know. I just went, and when I saw the other side, start going, I just decided to go. Swanee Dam Road.
The Swanee Dam is really nice.
There's actually must be actual dam.
It is.
Okay, so I named it that.
It's really nice.
Look at this trail over here, walking trails. It's nice out here. Please slow down. You won't slow. George Pierce Park. Must be down that way. Swanee Animal Hospital.
I want a dog. I would like a Yorkie.
Yorkie can't protect nothing.
I have you for that. I don't need a dog for protection. I want a dog for companion. You know, to help take care. Yeah. I have you for that.
You know, when I'm not home.
Yeah. Well, what you mean, protection for when you're not home?
Yeah. Well, I guess we got guns for. Okay, now it's a Sugar Hill. Welcome to Sugar Hill.
Welcome to Sugar Hill. But is it still Buford Highway?
Yeah.
It still say Buford Highway?
It's still Buford. This is gonna be Buford Highway for a while.
Okay.
City of Sugar Hill.
I like Sugar Hill. A little bit, pricey.
Swanee better than Sugar Hill.
Yes, and it does say Buford Highway.
You're still gonna be doing a lot of building out here. The Sugar Hill not as developed as Swanee, but it's getting there. They're gonna start doing a lot of developing.
Yeah.
And building. It's a little small section. Sugar Hill is a little small suburb in between Swanee and Buford.
So it's real small?
Yeah. It's not as big as Swanee or Buford.
So Buford Highway was named after city of the Bufords, Georgia city, and that was named after Algernon Sidney Buford. He was the president of the Atlanta and Richmond Airline Railroad Company. So there's a museum, I guess somewhere, I'm assuming in Buford, that has that history. So if you're a history buff, just FYI. It's beautiful. Lots of nice development out there. Out here. And this is still Sugar Hill?
Yeah.
Those are nice apartments. Those apartments are nice. Those are really nice. They have these huge windows. Those are really nice. The balconies are humongous. Beautiful.
The Mill Croft, the name of it.
Those are nice. Those are the townhomes. Speaking of, though, I think these are like the newer communities that are building. They're building single-family homes, but they're building them with the intent to rent, because Atlanta has a lot of, majority of the homes, people here are renters, which is sad. If you watch the news, you see how a lot of those companies, they're buying up a lot of the properties, which is contributing to the disparities in housing. But I'm seeing a lot of newer newer homes, single family homes, not just apartments, but they are for rent. They're building them for people to rent. And it's sad because a lot of people want to obtain the quote unquote American dream of home ownership. It's just becoming very challenging and difficult, not just financially. Financially is a part of it, but also the market share is a lot of the market is going to these investors, which makes it difficult. But yeah, I was just looking at some of the.
It's also creating a lot of homelessness. People who lost their home because of it, Okay, we're in Buford. Buford City.
Buford, yeah, we're in Buford. Buford. So this is still Gwinnett County?
Still Gwinnett County. Still in Gwinnett. That's why I was saying the longer stretches in Gwinnett.
Okay.
So you got probably, you say 10-mile stretch in DeKalb.
Yeah, I wonder how much the stretch for Gwinnett. That's a big beauty supply, and I'm going to go there. I'm about to stop there.
Okay.
Buford Highway within Gwinnett County is approximately 20 miles long.
20 miles, okay. That's downtown Buford, 2 miles.
Okay.
Firehouse subs. They got some good subs.
They do. I used to go there often when I was working in Kennesaw.
I think I like them better than Jersey Mike's.
I don't. I probably did when I was eating meat, but because I don't eat meat.
You got Jersey Mike, Firehouse, and then Jimmy John's.
Well, Jimmy John's is just on the bottom of the barrel. I mean, I like Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's better than Subway.
Yes, I like Subway meat veggie sandwich too. So I do. I think the best is probably Jersey Mike's.
Out of those three.
It's been a while since I've been to.
I had this truck. I had like debris flying out of it.
Okay, Buford.
In Buford.
So does Buford Highway end in Gwinnett or not?
Yeah. Northeast Georgia Health Center System.
What about Lake Lanier? Parts of that in Buford?
Yeah, we're close to Lake Lanier.
Boy.
That old hunted place.
Okay, guys, if you would like to see G go to Lake Lanier, leave a comment.
Yeah, I go there, walk around. I ain't getting that in there. I'm not getting in the lake, but I'll walk around it. I look out here. There's more development. Look, they got a Dominique's.
Where?
Over there.
What is that?
I guess it's like a little grill type place.
Dominique's is an Italian restaurant. No, it's not a grill.
I don't know.
And it's
Well, maybe
not
it's
open.
Italian grill.
I thought you were saying it like because you knew it.
Small U-Haul.
Can a car drag it? Or you need a, really?
Yeah, car can go.
Okay. I think this may be near Lake Lanier.
We out this way.
Yeah.
Buford High School.
That's a big school. That's a big school.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my goodness. How many? That's a big school. It's humongous. What is it? It has a planetarium.
Probably do. We won't be surprised I'd be surprised if it didn't.
That's a beautiful school, and it's still building. I like that. But I don't plan to live in Buford. Big school.
Thompson Mill Road.
You know, you should do that one day. Let's do a taste test. Subway, Jersey Mike's, Firehouse, and what else? What was the third one? The fourth one?
I can't remember.
That,
You got me thrown off by, I guess.
I'll say Buford that way. I think we're done. Buford Highway still. It still say Buford Highway.
It's still Buford Highway. It's still Buford Highway.
So I guess we're in Hall County. Or it says Hall, Georgia. It just says City of Hall. So is it called Hall, Georgia?
No, there's no Hall, Georgia. It's a Hall County, Georgia.
Oh, why is it City of Hall?
I don't know.
Or did I read that wrong?
Probably read it wrong.
But we are in Hall County. Because I don't see any more of the Gwinnett signs. Gwinnett has the signs. You know that little logo?
Yeah. Okay. We're at the end of this video because we are at the end of Buford Highway. Okay, we're crossing into Hall County. So this is where Buford Highway ends. Okay, it's going to turn. It's a different name. So this tour was just for Buford Highway. So thanks for going on the road along with us on the road.
Yeah, thank you all.
This is where Buford Highway ends at. With the name Buford Highway anyway. So.
And if you share maybe some experiences you had on Buford Highway. Do you like Buford Highway? You have a favorite restaurant on Buford Highway? Do you live off of Buford Highway? What do you know about Buford Highway? Leave a comment. And don't forget to, if you have not liked the channel, click like, leave a comment, hit the notification bell for more content.
Okay, and until then, next time, peace out, and we'll see you later.
Enjoy your summer.